Hey guys, Brandon with Flyin Miata back for another FM Live, and today we're going to talk about wheels and wheel things. We've got some new stuff and just kind of a refresher on what we already have. So as always, if you have questions, drop them in the comments and we will get to them hopefully live, and if not, after the fact. So quick refresh on our wheels. So we have our Kogeki wheels here. So we have these for all generations of Miatas, and we have them in 7, 8, and 9 inch for the NA and NB. And we have them at 8 and 9 inch for the NC and the ND. The 4-lug version, so NA, NB, and ND, are rated for 550 kilograms, which is about 10% higher than they usually are. The 5-lug is 690 kilograms, which is already way more than you need for an NC. I've got all the weights here, so if anybody has questions, specific questions, let me know. But basically, anywhere from 12 pounds for the 15 by 7 to 17.5 pounds for the 17 by 9. Now, they do come in a bunch of different colors, a handful of different colors. So we have the gunmetal here that we've been looking at. And again, this one specifically is a 17 by 9, but this is available, the gunmetal, I believe we have in all the sizes. Most of the colors are available in most sizes, if that makes sense. Anyway, gunmetal. We have satin black on Andy here. That's also a 17 by 9. And then we have deep silver on Mr. Ron here. Stay tuned for this one. And bonus points for anybody who can figure out why it's named Ron. You told me these are 9s? 8s. 8s. These are 8s. We have bronze. So this is a 15 by 7 in bronze. That is a 15 by 8 in bronze. Neat thing about this, the 15 by 7, it's actually a 23 offset, which shoves it out a little bit farther. That gives you lots of brake clearance. I mean, look at how much room is in there. And then it also gives you the same aesthetic with the wheel a little bit wider as the 8-inch wheel. So it's a really good, I've got a street car, I don't need a ton of tire, but I want it to look good and have a bunch of clearance for my brakes. There you go. And then we also have the deep silver over here in a 15 by 9.
I think those are 8 too.
8s, sorry. We went through all of this before and I've promptly forgotten it. So new things, we've been selling the 15 by 7s in a couple of sizes earlier. Now we have more of them. So the 15 by 7 is available in a deep silver, and then a 17 by 8 and on the NC and on the ND. So this is I really like it. Silver wheels can be pretty boring a lot of the times, but it's kind of a little bit darker silver, but it's still shiny, but it's not too shiny. Anyway, personal opinions, but I really like it. Now these are all flow-formed wheels, which means that the face is cast and then the barrel is forged, is the really short version. So what that means is it's a really good combination of low weight and low price. So you can find lighter wheels, but you're going to have to pay more money for them. So we have a few other things. Some of them are not new. So we've got our lug nuts here. So these are aluminum. They have the torque spec right there, so you don't have to remember them. It's 70-75 aluminum, nice and strong. And I can't remember how much weight they save, but it's kind of mind-boggling. I mean, it's not many pounds, but when you compare them to a bag of your normal steel lug nuts, it is an impressive difference. And it's unsprung weight and rotating weight, which is the most important weight to get rid of. We also have our tire valves here. So these have a high temp resistant core that you can't really see in there. Take my word for it. But nice high quality aluminum, guys. We also, and now we sell these in sets of 4, and we also sell them individually if you just need a single. We also sell just these caps individually now. So if you lost one, or if you want a pretty cap for your TPMS sensors or whatever, there you go. Cheap, easy upgrade, we'll say. And then we also have lug nuts, lug nut sockets. So we've got these in a 19, which is what this size is, and a 21, which is the stock size. It has a plastic sleeve on the outside there. So you're not going to mar up your wheels. They are very thin, so the OD is small. And if you really need, If you have really, really tight clearance, you can take this plastic sleeve off. Impact rated, half-inch drive, color coded, easy peasy. So those work very well. So I believe that is all I have for new stuff on here on Wheels. I will go through these questions here. Will there ever be a 15 by 10? Good question. I know there's a small and very vocal group that wants very specific sizes, and that's awesome, and we would love to provide those sizes for you. There is an upfront cost to these for us, so there has to be enough demand to justify it. So if you have been thinking, I really want a 15 by 10, but you haven't said anything to us, please say something to us. Tell us what you want, and if there are enough people that want that same thing, then we can try to make it happen. For right now, based on the demand that we have seen or not, we don't have any plans for 15 by 10, but convince us otherwise, we'd love to. Are the wheels lightweight? Yes. Are they the lightest wheels ever? No. Are they very light, particularly for the strength and the cost? Yes, absolutely. So specific weights are on the website. I'm not going to go into the specifics unless somebody has questions there. Will you offer a bright silver in a 17 by 8? As long as this qualifies as a bright silver, yes, here you go. So if you're looking for a different silver, maybe. Again, tell us what you want, and if there's enough demand, we can make it happen. So, will you ever offer a 16-inch wheel? I don't want to say never, but we really prefer the 15s for the first two generations, and we really prefer the 17s for the second two generations. That doesn't mean never, but that's not something we have plans for at this point. And then here's a kind of specific one. On an ND with rolled fenders, can you run a 245/40 17, I assume, without rubbing? So yes, you can. It's going to be a little bit tight, so it might vary a little bit based on your alignment, but it should be possible. So, do we have any questions? Yes?
Will we have deep silver in 15 by 9?
Deep silver in 15 by 9. Tell all of your friends to tell us that you want one. At this point, we don't have any plans to. But again, I'd love to be convinced otherwise. A new color for an existing size is dramatically easier than a new size altogether. So at this point, no. Very possibly in the future, though.
Do we have any plans to produce a track cap for our Kōgekis that won't melt?
Do we have plans to produce a track cap so that won't melt? So the wheels come with a plastic center cap. It's a high quality center cap. It's great. It also will kind of soften and fall off with temperature, as most wheel center caps do. Really, just don't run with center caps on the track is what I would say. At this point, we don't have any plans for a high temp version. So on our Tobu wheels, which are forged wheels, so they're a good bit lighter for the ND. We do have an aluminum face on a plastic base for that center cap, so it's better, but I would still recommend taking them off. Doing a full aluminum one is quite a bit more expensive and is kind of still not a total guarantee. So short version, no, just pop the center caps off is what I would recommend. Any other questions? Okay, easy enough. Well, there you go. Thanks for joining us. As always, if you have suggestions for anything, any videos, please let us know. If you like this, like, comment, subscribe, hit the little bell, all that fun stuff, and follow us on all the different things, Facebook, Instagram, and that other one, YouTube, I guess. And we will be back next week. Thanks, everybody, and we'll see you next time.